Hello friends, today we learn how to find out or how to determine the solution of second order linear differential equation by using variation of parameter method. We know that a solution of linear differential equation can be determined by using three methods. First one is a general method, second one is nothing but shortcut method, and third one is nothing but a variation of parameter method. But sometimes the solution of linear differential equation cannot be determined by using a shortcut method. Therefore, in that case we use either general method or VP method. So in this lecture we learn how to use a variation of parameter method to find out a solution of second order linear differential equation. At the end of this topic, students are able to find out a solution of second order linear differential equation by using VP method and some assignment on the same topic. We know that a general solution of any linear differential equation is nothing but addition of complementary function plus particular integral. Also, we know that a complementary function of linear differential equation is of the form c1 into y1 plus c2 into y2, where y1 and y2 be the functions of independent variable. In VP method, we can find out particular integral replacing c1 and c2 by u and v respectively, and therefore particular integral is of the form nothing but addition of u into y1 plus v into y2, where u and v can be determined by using this formula. U is equal to minus time integration varies from y2 into f of x upon Wronskian with respect to x, and v is the integration of y1 into f of x divided by Wronskian with respect to x again, where w is a Wronskian which can be find out by using the following formula, and this is nothing but a determinant of 2 by 2 matrices where the elements are y1, y2, y1 dash, y2 dash. The meaning of y1 dash and y2 dash is nothing but a derivative, first derivative of respective functions. In the next slide, we see one example on second order linear differential equation. So the example is like this: solve y double dash plus a square y is equal to tan ax by using VP method. So now we have to solve this equation or solve this linear differential equation. We have to write down the given thing as it is. Y double dash is nothing but second derivative of this y with respect to x. Here y is a dependent variable and x is a independent variable, plus a square y is equal to tan ax. This is our f of x in differential equation. So by using this equation we can easily find out the auxiliary equation, which is nothing but d square plus a square is equal to 0, where this d, capital D, is nothing but a differential operator, and that is nothing but d by dx. It implies that obviously when we use this or when we solve this equation, so obviously we'll get two roots, because the order of this differential equation is 2, which is nothing but plus minus ai. We'll get the complex roots of a auxiliary equation, and therefore the complementary function is nothing but c1 cos ax plus c2 sin ax. Now we find out a particular integral by using the previous formula as we see. So particular integral is equal to, we replace this c1 by u, this is nothing but our y1, plus c2 is replaced by v, and this is nothing but your y2, where we have to write down this y1 and y2 here. But before this we have to need the value of this Wronskian. So in the next slide, we see how to find out the value of Wronskian. So it is nothing but a determinant where we have to write down the first element, second element, derivative of this one is nothing but this one, and derivative of this sine of ax is nothing but this one. So we have to easily find out how to find out the determinant of 2 by 2 matrices or matrix. Therefore Wronskian is equal to a into cos square ax minus minus become plus a into sine square ax. Now we have to take this a as a common, so remaining bracket in a bracket what remains? Cos square ax plus sine square ax. We know the basic formula, sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So by using this we'll get the value of Wronskian, which is equal to a. So now we have to find out the value of u and v. So in this slide we find out the value of u. U is equal to minus integration, this is integration of y2 into f of x divided by Wronskian dx. So we have to put the value of y2 here, f of x here, Wronskian here, and find out this integration. So we know that tan ax can be written as sine ax upon cos ax, and we have to write down this sine ax upon a as it is. But the multiplication of sine ax into sine ax becomes sine square ax, and the remaining denominator we have to write down as it is, which is a product of a into cos of ax, and this integration with respect to x. But now in the next step we have to write down sine square ax by this formula, 1 minus cos square ax upon a into cos of ax, because cos square theta plus sine square theta is equal to 1, and therefore sine square theta can be written as 1 minus cos square theta. So here your theta is replaced by x, will get the easily expression for sine square ax, which is nothing but 1 minus cos square ax. After this we have to separate this term, so we'll get 1 upon cos x minus cos x upon cos x. So one term is cancelled out and only the remaining cos of x here. This a is a constant, so we can easily take this outside the integration. So this is minus 1 upon a. But 1 upon cos can be written as sec x minus cos of x. This is dx. We know that the integration of this sec x is nothing but log of sec x plus tan x minus integration of this cos is nothing but sine of x divided by this a, and this is a constant which is outside this bracket. So minus 1 upon a, I will multiply this minus sign inside this bracket and a inside this bracket. So obviously this minus sine of ax become positive and this plus time log of the function become negative, and this is a denominator. A into a is nothing but a square. Similarly we can easily find out a solution of, or we can easily find out a value of v. So now v is equal to y1 f of x divided by Wronskian dx, means integration with respect to dx. So v is equal to, we have to put the value of y1 and f of x here. So obviously again tan can be written as sine upon cos. Here cos get cancelled out. We have to take a outside this integration because it is a constant, and only the terms here remaining is nothing but sine of x upon a. So obviously the integration of this sine ax is nothing but minus cos ax upon a. So a into a become a square. So easily we'll get the value of v. Now we have to put the value of u and v in pi. So we'll get the value of pi in this way, and the general solution become addition of cf plus pi. This is a required solution of differential equation of order 2 by using VP method. These are the assignment on the same topic. All these are linear differential equation of order 2. So you can easily find out the solution of this linear differential equation by using VP method. These are the references. Thank you.